Before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to join our community to help you become a better steward, scale to billions, and ultimately give more or all of it away. All I want you to do is to click the subscribe button right now. I love your support. It's incredible to see your comments, and we're just getting started. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Welcome to the Build to Billions podcast, where we guide successful entrepreneurs and investors on the journey from millions to billions. And we believe the key to scaling and compounding your wealth starts every single day with the mindset and practice of stewardship over ownership and applying billionaire biblical principles. Our ultimate goal is to help you scale and compound your wealth in life so you give more or all of it away to help MVPs. I'm your host today, Brett Swartz, and every episode we're featuring some of the world's top entrepreneurs, millionaires, and billionaires where they share their secrets and wisdom with us. So again, we can scale and compound and make a big impact. I'm excited about our next guest. He is out of Vail, Colorado, and he is on a mission to help us to practice a better wealth path. We're going to be talking about some neat stuff today, including the monumental great wealth transfer that's going on. We're also going to be talking about the financial advisory industry. Gary brings 35 plus years of financial advisor, educator, and visionary, and really kind of redefining the financial advisor profession and so much more. Please welcome to the show with me, Gary Sinderbrand. Gary, how are you doing?
Great, Brett. Thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. And for our listeners get to know you for the first time, would you give us just a little bit more about your story and your current focus?
Sure. I started as a financial advisor. It was actually called a financial consultant back then, even before that, an account executive at Merrill Lynch, hired at the age of 24. I was younger than the people they normally hired, had essentially no sales experience at all. And during my early years, I often thought maybe I was the only one that showed up and applied for the job. But I kept coming back, and they didn't tell me not to, but they didn't exactly invite me. And I learned early on that probably persistence was one of the things they were looking for. Started at a young age, first time out of the box, had no idea what I was doing. I was listening to the training people at Merrill Lynch who told me, get out there and sell things. Great. Had no clue what I was selling or who I was selling it to. Went through my first set of clients in about a year and a half, selling uncovered put and call options against the collateral the treasury bills would yield. Back then, interest rates were quite high, and I would basically come on to people saying I could turn their 15% treasury bill into a 25% treasury bill. That didn't work out so well. So that was book number one. Almost quit at the end of my first year, but I was fortunate enough to run into someone in senior management that essentially understood that I did have a strong desire to succeed and started to expose me to training that really helped me turn things around. Over the next several years, I was always kind of at the top of my class. I went through $1 million in production, which back then was substantial. In my sixth year, you split that productivity with the firm you work for, and worked my way through the crash in 87. And by 88 or 89, my business was scaling really nicely. I was able to bring clients on board, not from promising them unrealistic outcomes, but from listening to them and figuring out how I could best solve their problems. This was kind of at the front end of financial planning, at the front end of the industry shifting from commission-based business, where each time you would call a client and suggest a transaction, they always had to consider whether or not that transaction was in their best interest, your best interest, or it was in both of your best interest. I thought that was kind of a lousy way to give advice, so I started converting my practice to a fee-based business, where my goal, and I told clients up front, my goal was to charge them as much as I could. And they would be a little bit surprised by that, and I explained further, the only way that happens is for your assets to grow through stewardship, and you following my guidance, you bring more assets in, and I have a fixed percentage. If the assets go down and you leave, I make less. So we're really aligned on that. I also explained to them that I was further motivated because to build my book of business, I never made cold calls. I didn't believe in them.
So if you like this little short clip of the interview I just did, click over here to watch the full interview. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much, everybody.